Did you know that every single time your AC turns on, it creates one of the biggest electrical surges in your entire home? That huge startup surge can stress your compressor, dim those lights in your home, and make it nearly impossible to run your AC on a generator. But this little box right here, this Micro-Air EasyStart Flex, claims that it can reduce that startup surge up to 75%. That's insane. Which makes sense because this is a soft starter. Because normally if you don't have this installed, you have that sudden slam of power straight to your compressor. It's kind of like being woken up in the morning with a big bucket of water. With this installed, it gives your compressor to ramp up gradually, kind of like giving it time to stretch, yawn before waking up. With that great reduction of electrical and mechanical stress, your compressor can start up nice and smoothly, and it reduces the amount of inrush amperage that goes to your compressor, meaning that it will prolong the life of your AC unit on the long term. So it's a win-win. Because of that huge reduction of inrush current, now you're able to use your smaller generators. You can use this for RVs, camping, if you're going off grid, power outages, and you can start using your solar and even battery backup systems. This is perfect for residential use. You can use it on air conditioning, heat pumps, and it can go up to 6 tons of residential systems. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be installing it, measuring the results, and if it's actually worth your money. So make sure you stay tuned. I want to be fully transparent with you like I always do on this channel. This is a sponsored product, but I want to go and promote and push this out anyways because I think it's a really cool product. I know a few people that installed this and they had great results, and I want the same thing on my AC unit. And hopefully if everything goes well, you can do the same thing if you follow my steps and if we see the results that we're looking for. Hold up. You're probably saying, Jay, why does this even matter? Well, every compressor has what we call a startup current. When your AC first starts, it may briefly pull up to 50 to over 100 amps depending on your system. And even though that surge lasts for a split second, it's enough to make lights flicker, trip generators, and put so much stress on your compressor. Now, our goal with this EasyStart Flex is to reduce that surge, and if we can reduce it, that means everybody wins. Before we install the Micro-Air, we want to take an initial reading of how much current inrush amperage is actually going to the compressor, using my 8mm socket right here to disconnect these screws. Look at my diagram here. I'm looking at my compressor and I see the common wire. That's the black wire that's going to the contactor. So that's where we're going to use our clamp meter to test the inrush current. Just letting you know, this unit does not have a hard starter. It doesn't have a soft starter. Everything is all stock from the factory. So I found my common. I'm going to use my clamp meter. So now I'm going to put my meter onto amperage alternating current, and since that we want to find out the inrush amperage, we're going to press the inrush. Just wait a little bit. So inrush is there. Once we turn this on, you're going to see the inrush amperage down here. The run amperage up here is going to show us how much amperage it takes for this to run consistently, and if it's actually going to give us any savings in the future after we install the Micro-Air. So as you can see, it takes 109.6 amps just to start up the compressor, and it takes around 8.9 to 9.0 amps just to keep this thing running. That's why most generators out there can't turn on an AC unit, because it takes that much amperage just to get it started, and they can't handle that much amps. Our goal now with the Micro-Air Flex is to dramatically reduce that 100.6 inrush amps so that it can fully support smaller generators. First thing we're going to do, disconnect the power from the power source. Take this out, put it in the safe place. So now I'm going to take my multimeter, put it on. We're going to measure for voltage if there's any. So we're going to go to the contactor, take our 2 leads, place it right on the main 2 connectors. We're getting 0 voltage. I got one touching the ground. Place it on one of each connector, 0. Place it on the other one, 0. So now we know for sure that there is no more power going into this system. Hey there friends, sorry to interrupt, but if you're finding this video super helpful so far, kind of hit that big thumbs up, press subscribe. It'll greatly help out the channel. With that being said, let's get back to the video. This is very important. In order for us to make sure that there's no charge left inside this capacitor, take a screwdriver, anything, and just touch the terminals from Herm to fan and to the other terminals like this, back and forth, just so that you make sure that there's no more charge in there and it gets discharged accordingly. Very important. Make sure you keep doing this, and yeah, you should be ready to go. So my EasyStart Flex, take the end. I do have an opening here Fortunately, this area right here, it's nice and smooth, but if you don't have a smooth area right there, you can put a rubber grommet around there to protect the wiring that's going to go through. I'm just going to take the EasyFlex wires, and looks like they already have spade connectors on there, which is great because past models do not come with these spade wires connected. You had to connect it yourself, but looks like they added it, so that's a plus. And we're just going to feed it right underneath. Now, for some strange reason, yours do not come with these spade connectors. You can definitely get your own right here. And like all the other tools that I use in this video, I'll leave all those links on the description down below as well. And if you're watching on the big screen, I'll leave a QR code right here, electrical tools and any tools that I use within this video. The orange wire, you're gonna see a common fan, and there's a Herm. Herm is back here. Just attach this to the Herm terminal. See the orange wires connected to the Herm terminal on my capacitor. Okay, so this part is going to be important and kind of confusing. If you look at this brown wire coming out from the Micro-Air Flex, it says, warning, connect this wire only to the run winding. If connected to the run cap, damage will occur. Now, if you look at my capacitor, again, each situation is different. That's why you have to locate which one's which and what color is yours going to the contactor. On my comment, you see that I have a red wire. That red wire, if I follow it, is going to my contactor right there, right at the back. If you follow that, that means that this contactor right beside it, that's where should the run wire to the compressor is supposed to be located, which is this pink wire. Now, I don't want to confuse my red because that's coming from my capacitor. My pink wire is the one that's going to the compressor. So that's what we need to connect to, not the other way around. If I connect this according to the warning here, if I connect it to the red wire, which is going to the capacitor, that's going to create damage and void the warranty. Now, that's very important. Make sure you read carefully the instruction from Micro-Air, and make sure you also look into the back of your diagram right here and follow which one of the wires is which. Again, each situation is different. Just to make sure, do not connect this brown wire to the wire that's going to the capacitor. Instead, connect it to the wire that's going to the compressor. For me, it's going to be the pink one. Yeah, I wish the colors were a little bit different. Pink and red, they're kind of close. If I'm not paying attention, I could get that mixed up. For sure, if I pull onto this red right there, it's going right there. I can't miss it. That's the one definitely going to my capacitor. Again, I want to be very repetitive on this. Again, here's my common terminal on my capacitor. There's that red thick gauge wire. If I follow it right there, follow my finger right there, it connects to the contactor. Now beside it right here, that's the wire I want to connect it to, because that's the wire that's connected to the compressor. So sometimes you have the run winding wire that's connected to your compressor screwed into it. Mine, fortunately, is easier because it has a spade connector right to the terminal. So I can just easily pull that. Comes out. Yours is screwed in there. Just take your screwdriver and unscrew it from the contactor, and that should be it. Again, each situation is different, but for mine, it's right here. What I'm gonna do is take out this spade connector, just cut it. This is a 10 gauge. So just pull it out. Take my brown wire, red wire. The Micro-Air now provides you with the connector with this Wago 221, which is very convenient. And you can use these two connectors. These are just levers. They pick the best connectors, by the way. Wago 221s are the best. And just place it and connect them like this, easy. Connect that. Connect that. And now you have this brown wire with your compressor run wire connected. The white wire, I'm just going to take this number 10, use my crimper. Now for sure that's never going to come out. I'm going to feed this right on that same terminal where I got the other pink wire out. Okay, so unscrew that. And then I'm just gonna feed it right through that terminal. Tighten that down. There you go. So that's nice and secured. Again, the white wire is going to that contactor terminal where I got the pink wire out that's going to the compressor. So lastly, we have the black wire. Micro-Air made this nice and easy for me. They already connected a spade connector. This is a 14 gauge, and all I gotta do now is place it right next to where we put the white wire to the other side of the contactor, which is right here. So fortunately, I have one space left that I can just easily place that on there. All I gotta do is install this now next to the white on the left side of the contactor, right opposite of it. Right there. Easy. There you go. So now it's connected to that contactor opposite side of where I just connected my white wire. Okay, so just a quick recap. Orange wire goes to the Herm terminal of the capacitor. The brown wire goes to the run winding, and that's the wire that's connected on the contactor to the compressor. You take that out, you connect that, and then you take the white wire and then you take that and put it to the where you took out the pink wire that's going to the compressor, and plug that into that contactor, and the opposite of that is the black wire. Easy. So this is definitely way smaller than the predecessor, and they designed it so that you can place it inside. But for me, I do not have any room for that, so I'm fine. I'm gonna just go attach this on the side of my house, or maybe build a little pedestal right here that I can just go and place it right beside my condenser. It doesn't matter, this thing is weatherproof. Okay, so they made it so this can get rained on, whatever, it will not affect anything, the internals, because it's fully weatherproof. So now our soft starter is fully wired up, but we are not done yet. Now before we start anything up, or if you want to go hook up your generator, this has to learn your compressor. So in order for this to learn your compressor, this has to have 5 starts and 5 shutdowns for it to fully analyze what your normal use of your compressor or your AC unit is. So what it's doing during those 5 starts and shutdowns is it's analyzing and reading your compressor, the amperage, the amount of the amperage that's going in, out. It's learning the use of everything, and it's automatically adjust to that so that you can go and optimize this its full potential to make it run smoothly and with lower amperage. Micro-Air made it nice and easy, so you can download the app on your smartphone so you can check in real time what is happening with your AC unit, if there's any faults, what you can do to resolve it, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to them directly and they can help you out. So it makes it super nice and easy. I'm gonna hook my unit back on so this can do its 5 learning starts, and on the 6th one, we're gonna go take that reading again to see if the amperage, the inrush amperage, has lowered significantly. So let's plug it back in and do our 5 learning starts. So I got my Micro-Air installed. I temporarily just placed it right on the side of my condenser for now. I am going to make my own pedestal here in the future, or possibly just put it on the side of my home. But let's go and turn on the system. But first, we're going to do a second test now. We're going to see how much inrush amperage is it now compared to as before. So let's go hook our clamp meter in, place it on amps. We're going to press inrush again. Now let's turn on the AC. So what I noticed also that the fan starts first and it gradually turns on. I don't know if you heard that, but check how much dramatically this thing went down. Before we were at 109.6 inrush amps. Now we're at 26.6 inrush amps. That's insane. That's negative 83 amps difference. That's a 75.7% inrush amps decrease. Just exactly what Micro-Air stated, and even more. So it's actually 76% less. That's crazy. And look at the amps. It's at 8.2. This is not meant to drop your electrical bill, even though we did see a little bit of drop on my run amperage. Before we were reading at 8.9. That's 7 amps difference. So there you have it, friends. The proof is right in front of your eyes. We did the test. 109.6 down to 26.6, 76% drop. I think every homeowner should at least try to consider this, because it greatly reduces the inrush, meaning that it's going to allow you to have longer life on your compressor for your AC unit. Whether you have bought a brand new unit or you have an older unit, it will definitely extend the life of your AC, your compressor at least. Also, if you want to run a smaller or medium-sized generator, now you're able to do that because it doesn't require that much amps to start it up. I'm definitely going to install this in my parents' AC unit and also recommend it to my other friends. And when I do move into my other home and I do get an AC unit, definitely going to install this. So if you're interested on this, check it out on the description down below. I'll leave that special link. It has my discount code on it, or you can insert the discount code manually on when you go at checkout. Definitely worth the investment in my honest opinion. So let me know in the comment section down below if you've installed this on your system. Did you see a significant drop on your inrush amperage and your running amperage as well as how much as I did? Share with the community down below and let us know if this actually works, because the proof is in the pudding. For mine, definitely worth the investments. So if you like these type of videos, I made similar AC maintenance videos as well, so go check out those on my playlist, and I'll also leave those links down below. If you found this video super helpful, kind of hit that big thumbs up, press the subscribe notification bell, and I'll see you friends on the next video.